So this weekend I got to shoot the Walker County bench rest match, but don't let the name deceive you, because it's not a bench rest match. It's actually a PRS match, but I think they do some bench rest on the range. That's why it's called Walker County bench rest. But shout out to Larry, Beth, and his crew just for putting on a great match. These people are very hospitable and they make good food and put on a fun match, and they have a mover. That was probably my favorite stage, but the stage that we're going to talk about is a different stage. Maybe I could show you guys a mover in the future, but we'll see. I want to give a shout out to Clayton Doucette, who killed all of us in this match, and he shot really well. So congratulations to you. But anyways, let's get to it with the stage breakdown. So when do I employ the tripod? I usually employ it whenever a barricade is very wobbly, like if you're shooting off of a rope, or very wobbly tires. In this case, in this stage, we're shooting off of the car doors, which was very wobbly. So I ended up using the legs as rear support. As you'll see in the stage, I'm using the legs as rear support to clamp my buttstock onto the legs while the front of my rifle is resting on the barricade, or in this case the doors, and I'm using the gray ops plate with the bag to rest the front of it on the door while anchoring my buttstock to the legs of the tripod. That gives me good stability, especially in those type of wobbly barricades or tires or whatever you're shooting off of. That's when I like to use the tripod as rear support. This was stage 8 of this match, and we had to shoot on both sides, the driver's side and the passenger side doors. We had to shoot through the window doors, and we got to choose strong side or weak side as long as we employed one weak side position. For the strong side, we had to shoot the small diamond with 5 shots and then switch to the next door, and then I had to shoot weak side at the bigger diamond. So the target was at 131 yards.
I'm good to go.
So I'm starting with all gear in hand.
Yes, sir. Stand by.
Put the tripod down, and then put the rifle down, and then I bring the tripod to myself instead of the other way around.
The correct way to use a tripod.
So I'm letting the tripod work for me, and with my left hand I'm clamping onto the buttstock. You can't see it, but I'm clamping onto the buttstock and clamping it onto the legs.
At the top left edge.
I ended up missing my first shot in this one. I'm not sure. I think it went off to the left. I don't think I held enough wind, and I was trending high. So now I'm switching position, going to the other door, and now I have to shoot weak side at the bigger diamond. So I'm putting my bag down first,
To the weak side.
and then pulling the tripod to myself, and then clamping the buttstock with my support hand onto the legs, and that creates a very stable position for me. This voodoo action with a 90 degrees, very smooth, by the way.
Man, that bow looks smooth.
Thank you.
That's clean. No.
Could you tell where the first one? So as you guys could see in that stage, my position was very sturdy. I probably had like a 0.1, maybe 0.2 wobble, but very minimal. I could have just used a bag on the door and then put my rifle on top, but I may have had more wobble, most likely, and maybe missed more shots if I would have done that. So it was a 2-minute stage, and I haven't had enough time to get the tripod and utilize it. So that was nice. I was borrowing a friend's tripod. His name is Daniel, and he was using the 40 mic from 2 Vets. So I ended up buying one, the Recon, with the Leofoto leveling head that I plan on using. I've always used a cheap Amazon tripod. I've never really used an expensive tripod, but I figure after 3 years of shooting PRS, might as well invest in a more expensive tripod, because the one that I have is very wobbly. So I got to speak with the people at 2 Vets and just ask them questions, and he recommended the Recon for me. And I plan on using it for the squirrel safari that Walker County is going to be doing next month, and shooting off of the top of it. So I wanted something that was very stable. So invest in a good tripod, especially if you're shooting PRS. I think it's something that's probably necessary, or at least nice to have. All right, thank you guys for watching.